we want to do this afternoon is to officially announce that there will be a memorial service and a concert that will benefit the families of the 5 slain servicemen and also Chattanooga police officer Dennis Pettigo. We've chose to name the service Chattanooga Unite, a tribute on the river. And this all began about 3 weeks ago, and we put together a steering committee. And I'd like to introduce members of our steering committee. The mayor's office is represented by Molly Cooper on that committee. US 101 and iHeartMedia is represented by Gator Harrison and Jared Stamey. And the Blue Star Consortium is represented by Dan Barks and Greg Keelan. And I might add that Dan is what we call a stovepipe sailor. Dan is a retired Navy pilot. He flew A-6s, so they retired Dan and the A-6s about the same time. And then we have Friends of the Festival, Chip Baker, and the staff of Friends of the Festival here. And the military community within the steering committee I represent, but that's not without a lot of support. And that support includes Vice Admiral Fry, and also includes Billy Hewitt, Captain Billy Hewitt. And Billy is right here. Billy is chairman of the Chattanooga Area Veterans Council. And the Chattanooga Area Veterans Council has responsibility for the Armed Forces Day Parade. And then next to Bill is Bill Norton. Bill Norton is the person that makes the parade happen. Bill is a retired U.S. Marine. You know, Chattanooga Unite is really, it's a combination of all of the feelings that have existed within our community for the past month. And some of those feelings include just the outpouring of the memorial services, the many memorial services that we've had over the past month. And then the strong feeling of compassion that exists within our community. And while we are a very patriotic community, there is a renewal of the appreciation for those that work 24/7 to give us the freedoms that we enjoy today. And lastly, you know, firsthand, we here in Chattanooga have learned that really freedom isn't free. As I reflect back to 9/11, and America was united, or 7/16, Chattanooga was united. What better place to pay tribute to the bond of Chattanooga unity that has occurred over again the past month than paying a tribute here on the river. But before I go into some of the details surrounding the concert and the memorial service, I'd like to recognize Mayor Andy Burke and ask Andy for a few comments. Mayor Burke.
Thanks so much. I just want to say, first of all, a big thank you to Dan Barks and Chip Baker, to our Chattanooga Area Veterans Council. These are people who are working hard every day to heal our community, and we certainly appreciate them. The last couple of days I've been to a bunch of different memorials, and what this one, I think, signifies, as well as many of the other ones I've been going to, is how much leadership has been taken by our citizens across Chattanooga. Not everything has been that you had to be an elected official or to have some kind of formal designation. People have just wanted to participate and do something. So there was a memorial yesterday at the Lee Highway location of the initial incident. If you think about all the flags that we've all seen there over the last few weeks and all the materials that were left there, that was just unprompted by people at Chattanooga who wanted to participate and say something. Now, this concert that we're talking about here is exactly the same thing. This is citizens of our area who feel like they really need to do something to help the community heal and to put these families first. And so I just want to say, on behalf of the city, we thank those who are leading the charge every day, whether it's this event or the many others that we're seeing in our community, to ensure that we thank these families for their service, that we remember the sacrifice that our fallen heroes made, and that we put our pieces of our community back together again. And I just want to say thanks.
Thank you, Mayor. Now here's some of the details of the tribute that we're planning. First of all, the date will be Wednesday, September the 16th. And for this tribute, we will be bringing back the Riverbend Barge. It will be in the same location at Ross's Landing. And the tribute will be emceed by former Chattanoogan Samuel L. Jackson. Now, the day's activities will start off with a parade at 2 o'clock, an Armed Forces parade at 2 o'clock, with the parade traveling down Market Street to Aquarium Way, to Chestnut, to the waterfront. There will be a memorial service, and the concert is free. But we are, just like in church, we're going to pass the pails instead of the offering plate, with all of the money going into the National Compassion Fund that will then be distributed to the families. Now, one of the first artists to commit was a result of the work of US 101 and iHeartMedia, and that was Brantley Gilbert. And so here with us today, we have Brantley Gilbert. Brantley, welcome back to Chattanooga.
How's everybody doing today? I'm a little bit at a disadvantage. I was trying to eavesdrop, but I couldn't hear through the door, so I don't really know where we are. But I can tell you that it's an honor for me to be here today and to be involved with what's going on September 16th. I think all of us, when we got the news, you've got anger, you've got sadness, you don't really know how to explain it. But God blessed me with a platform a little bigger than I need. I'm a small town boy from Georgia. I'm a songwriter. Don't live in Nashville, still live in Georgia. And I've actually got a friend here with me today who's in the back. Mr. Josh Green's back there. And Josh was one of the first people. He's one of my best friends from home. He came back from Iraq, and he went away a boy and came back a man, but he was a troubled man. And through watching his struggles, I really, really felt, my mom's side of the family was a military family. And I saw some things there, but that was my first-hand experience with PTSD. And, it really drew me, to support the support groups. There's a lot of things that I do support. But I was blessed with the opportunity. When we released our last record, we did a ride from Athens to Arlington. I learned a lot, but walking into Arlington and seeing just a sea of grave sites, and then learning that there's more than one person buried there, it's overwhelming. And you hear all the time that freedom ain't free. I'd never seen it quite like that, and I know I've never seen anything close to what these fellas see in battle. And to know that we're still fighting a war here at home, And to have something like this happen so close that I could be here from my driveway in an hour and 45 minutes. That's hitting home. When Josh came back home from Iraq, the way he was, and it took him a while to get where we are today, you know, that hit home. When this happened to this community here, that hit home as well. And, you know, like I said, God blessed me with a platform a good bit bigger than I need to do my job, and a lot more spotlight than I need to be, and than I need as a man. And anytime I get the opportunity to share it, you know, to share that spotlight or that platform with something that truly deserves it, you know, I jump at the opportunity. And this is that and then some in my eyes. You know, if anybody got any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. But we're really looking forward to, you know, we had talked to Gator in US 101 right off the bat about doing something like an acoustic set or something real intimate and laid back. And the more we thought about it and talked about it, we just decided that the families and the community, you know, you deserve a more grand gesture. So we're going to pull that out of stops for you. We can be a little bit loud and rambunctious, but, you know, we definitely want to celebrate the lives of these gentlemen. As well as mourn and grieve their passing, we want to celebrate their lives. I have a song called One Hell of an Amen that talks about that directly. And it's just, you know, it's a soft place in the heart. But, you know, it is coming from a place of sadness and anger, but as well as pride in my country. And I'm just honored to be a part.
Again, it's a free concert, and with all of the funds going to the families. Now there are several invitations that have been issued, but we do not have confirmation from those invitations. But when we do have confirmations, we will be releasing that information to you. Our website is ChattanoogaUnite.org. It was activated today at 1 o'clock. So it should be live and running. And now we're open for questions. If there's any questions that any of you might have that we did not answer as in the... Can you tell us who you extended invitations to? Harry Connick. Harry Connick. Any other questions?
How many people are you expecting?
We're planning. Our planning is around 85 to 100,000 people. So it would be just as though by bringing the Riverbend stage back in, then basically we'll be looking at doing another Riverbend festival. Friends of the Festival, under Chip's leadership, is gearing up for a Riverbend night. That includes working very closely with Sergeant Garrett of the police department for security purposes, but we will be taking all of the measures that you would normally see at Riverbend, going through that same process.
Do you know if the families of the victims will be in attendance, or will just get part of the donation fund?
Very truthfully, we're giving them a little bit of a break before we know that they've been overwhelmed. I know Commander White, Lieutenant Commander Tim White, is on vacation this week, and we'll be following up on that whenever Tim returns from vacation. But he and his family, much needed vacation, so they're out of the city for this week.
I know that festival is expected to start in the afternoon. Is that correct?
The service there'll be a memorial service, and we'll have the memorial service, and then the concert will start. That concert will start somewhere around 4:30 to 5 o'clock in the evening, around 5 o'clock in the evening. And we will conclude with fireworks, and that will be around 9 o'clock in the evening.